Here with men's hockey coach Bill Moore. Coach, heading into conference play now on this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Let's talk a little bit about last weekend. Obviously, you ended your non-conference schedule in a huge way with a big 3-2 win over St Norbert, the defending national champions. Talk about that weekend and really the momentum that brings into this weekend against Bethel.
Well, I think it brings a lot of momentum. It was also a great learning experience for us because, number one, we were very disappointed with Friday night. We thought we allowed Stevens Point to dictate the pace of the game. We got into a penalty fest game that is not our style, and it took us out of our normal rhythm, and we ended up losing 3-2 with a late goal, and we were very disappointed on that. We thought that was one we should have had. Coming back and playing the way we should be able to play and the style that we like to play against St Norbert's and coming up with a win showed our players what we need to do every night to be successful. And obviously beating them is a huge confidence builder.
And you're going to need that coming into the stretch now. You've got all conference games here. That we've talked many times about the conference race being as tight as it is. It really kicks off on Friday night at Bethel. Talk a little bit about this weekend. You take on the Royals and what you expect from those two games.
Well, this is a big weekend for us because right now Bethel is tied for 4th place with 2 other teams. They're 3-3. They haven't had their bye yet. We're 1-3. We have had our bye, and we need these. 2 games would be great, you know what I mean, but we need to make sure that we cut down the distance between the 2. The other thing is, if we can happen to sweep them this weekend, that would give us tiebreakers over them when it came to the conference play. With 6 teams right now out of the 9 having 3 losses, everybody's in the mix.
Talk a little bit of what's going to be the key this weekend. We've talked many times about ice size. You play at St. Norbert. If it's a smaller rink, you play here. It's a bigger rink. You get a weekend where you've got 2 games on large sheets of ice. Does that benefit you guys?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think we like to play on that. That's our style. But so does Bethel. I mean, that's what they're used to playing on as well. So I definitely like that. It allows us not to have to make many changes, and we can go out and just play the type of game that we want to play. So I'm very excited to play on the larger surfaces.
Talk a little bit about your goaltending. Last weekend you got solid goaltending from both Andy Scheib and from Jason Horseman. Both are healthy now. Kind of nice as a coach to have that 1-2 combination back there?
It's wonderful. It's wonderful because you don't have to worry about injuries. You don't have to worry about anything, because if something goes wrong, you've got another guy that's every bit as good, if not better, than the guy the night before. So it's just day to day with those guys. Right now we're going to play Scheib tonight. We'll see what happens after tonight for tomorrow's decision. The other thing that's really nice is the 2 goaltenders like each other, and they don't get jealous. Everybody wants to play, but it's not like it creates controversy in the locker room when we play one or the other. They both understand, and they've been very good about it.
Big weekend against Bethel this weekend. Friday at Blaine at the Schwann Super Rink, and then Saturday here, 7:30 at the SMU Ice Arena. Good luck.
Thank you.